Let me see you, darling.
We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. And Jay, these guys are ready to battle.
Ed, when you look down on the court, you see their eyes, that burning passion to play this game. Intensity is going to be off the charts. This is why you play the game. Let's go check it out.
There's nothing like the pressure, the tension, the feeling before the tip. The Brooklyn Nets control the opening tip. For three. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Knocked loose. Irving to Jordan. Going to launch beyond the arc. Now that's a contest. The possession lies with New York. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
The assist from number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Smith with it up top, trailing by 4. Down low for Gibson. From the outside, no good. To Jordan. Durant. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nets have it. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume, you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets. Irving. Short jumper off the mark. Knocked loose. Kevin Knox. Nets have it. To Durant. 4-3. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now the coach of the Knicks going to signal for a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Hayden into the front court. 10-2 the score. Knocked loose. A shot no good by Harris.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Can't connect from in close. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. Oh, and a putback.
Now, while everybody was staring at the flight of the ball on the defensive end, he was busy carving out space, being active, getting that offensive rebound. That's his second offensive rebound in the first quarter.
Irving. Textbook defense. To Kevin Knox. Off the assist.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency, you heard me correctly, a sense of urgency, you will get a great shot every possession.
Hayden with the basketball. 10-6 our score. Knocked loose. It's Brooklyn's ball. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended. Hayden into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Into the front court, it's Irving. Looking to make something happen. That's rebounded by the Knicks. Kevin Knox. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 13, Marcus Morris. Stepping in for the Brooklyn Nets. Number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie.
DeAndre Jordan able to recover with the block. Dinwiddie into the front court. Leads 4. From long range. Off the iron. No good. Hayden with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. 1 quarter down. The Nets have the lead. Second quarter set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Kyrie across the timeline. The score 10-8. Has a look. Almost, but no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Fires the three. He was all over him. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Jay, the Knicks searched long and hard for their next head coach. They chose David Fizdale. Why was this the right choice?
Well, first off, he's a 2-time NBA champion as assistant coach with D. Wade and LeBron James from Miami Heat, and I got some time to spend with him down in Miami at D. Wade's fantasy camp. He is hard and very stern, but it comes from a brotherly place. His ability to build the right culture in New York will be imperative, but it all starts with that kind of teaching.
No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Lets it fly from long range. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Knocked loose. Nets have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Count the bucket for 2. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Over and back. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 30, Julius Randle. Entering the game for the Nets. Number 6, DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Marcus Morris. Knocked loose. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. That's out. Last touch by Jared Allen. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets. Irving. Layup goes down. Well done.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Knocked loose. Hayden into the front court. Right now, down 7. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Jordan. That out of his range and no good. Nets have it. To Durant. Irving. Cleans it up. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
Knicks with the basketball. Picked up by the Nets. Dinwiddie gets 2.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Here's Irving into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Durant still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Knicks, number 67.
Knocked loose. Nets have it. Irving. Durant. And strokes it.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Beyond the arc for 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
And Kevin Durant, unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the 3.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Knocked loose. Taj Gibson above the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Kevin Durant with the rock to Dinwiddie. Here's a chance from long range. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets. Irving. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted 2nd round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
Steps around the defender and puts it in. Nicely done. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Time expires with the Nets in front.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. to 8.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. New York Knicks basketball. Knocked loose. Keeps it alive. Gotta love the hustle. Nets have it. Picked up. Here we go. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Add 2 points to the board.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Smith now into the front court. The deficit now up to 12. Big finish that time for Julius Randle. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Kevin Knox powers it through.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Jay, 28 wins a year ago for the Nets, but a couple of individuals, they shined in their playing time.
8 wins better than the year before. And think about Jared Allen for this team. He is a new age 5, has the versatility and the speed to run the court. And then you think about a guy like Spencer Dinwiddie, who actually got drafted in the 2nd round and actually gambled on himself, had a horrific knee injury. To see the kind of minutes due to the injuries that he played and the level that he played at, Ed, this team is on their way.
And an 8-second violation. It's going the other way. Irving. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Ellington, defended by Kevin Durant. For 3, and Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Smith into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Going to launch beyond the arc. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. Knocked loose.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
New York in control of the basketball. Knocked loose. And that one out of bounds off a net. So the Knicks keep possession. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 13, Marcus Morris.
Hayden to Kevin Knox. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets. To Irving. 4-3. That's how you defend. Knocked loose. Nets have it. Around the perimeter. Durant. That's good D. Shot no good. Gibson. Nice pass to set things up. Slam dunk.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Harris's shot won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Kyrie lets it go. Kyrie Irving now 3 for 9. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Whoa, what a finish.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
give him 2 points. High percentage.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
For New York, number 23.
Knocked loose. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Fires the 3. Not done yet. From long range. Well defended. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets. Taj Gibson with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
KD follows up with the putback slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Knocked loose. That misses with 2 seconds to go. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the 4th quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Knocked loose. Durant. A shot no good by Harris.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Has a chance. Harris's shot won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Possession lies with New York. And stuffs it home.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
Knocked loose. And that one out of bounds off a net. It'll stay New York basketball. Kevin Knox to Dennis Smith Jr. Great feed. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you headhunt.
To Irving. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Smith with the basketball. His guys down big. Has a look. Shot by Smith off the mark. To Durant. Into the front court comes Smith. He'll run the offense. And finishes strong.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. The possession lies with New York. Nets have it. To Irving. Short jumper stays out. Kevin Knox to Julius Randle. Nice pass to set things up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact. focusing on the rim.
Fires the three. Off the mark. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets. Irving. And Randall right there to take in the rebound.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Kevin Durant with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Kevin Knox. To Dennis Smith Jr. DeAndre Jordan snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest. Lets it fly from long range.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Smith with it up top. Down a bundle. Got it.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Lays it up and in.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Beyond the arc for three. That's not his range. It's no good. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Smith now into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Around the perimeter. Smith to Taj Gibson. Can't connect from inside. And that one out of bounds off a net. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 6, Alfred Payton. Stepping in for the Brooklyn Nets.
Knocked loose. Nets have it. Cruises inside for two.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Picked up by the Nets. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion.